Hello, I am Aniket from Tarkashastra Academy. MICAT 2022 first attempt or paper 1 is on 3rd of December. So many of you are worried कि क्या type का paper आता है. Not much data is available on internet कि किस type का paper आता है. What is the type of question? So we are going to discuss that. So we are going to discuss about the types of questions in each section. Then examples of questions of psychometric test. Psychometric test कैसी रहती है? How do you have to tackle it? Those kind of questions we'll be looking at. Descriptive writing में कैसे questions आते हैं? Divergent and convergent thinking में what type of questions you can expect. So complete paper pattern, expected cutoff is what we are also going to discuss, and the good attempts. Okay. If any of your friend or if you are planning to start your MBA journey or MBA entrance exam preparation journey, connect with us on the number given in the description of the video. We provide everything that is needed to help you join your dream B school. So be it CAT toppers, minimum number of students, PAT peer training, books, mobile app, national level test series, mock analysis, exam specific workshops, doubt solving sessions, daily quiz on Telegram, weekly GK updates, all these will be provided to you. And all of this in the lowest fee in the industry. So connect with us on the number given in the description of the video. Then we can take the things forward from there. Now, first is the MICAT paper pattern. So MICAT paper pattern of 2022. This is previous year's paper pattern. So now this data is taken from, all the information which we have gathered is taken from 2-3 sources. So one is previous year's paper pattern. Then we have had word with some of our students, जिन्होंने MICAT पहले दिया हुआ है, and also the internet. So paper pattern, it has 3 sections. First is psychometric test. Number of questions are 150. Okay, so by mistake I have written 12022. Number of questions in psychometric test are 150. Time allocated is 30 minutes, and there is no negative marking here. Then you have descriptive writing, where you will have to write essays about 4 of the topics in 25 minutes. Again, no negative marking. And then the third section, which is section C, it has divergent and convergent thinking, verbal ability, quantitative aptitude and data interpretation, and general awareness. Each of these 4 sections have 20 questions each, and each question carries 1 mark and minus 0.25 negative. Okay. Total time allocated for this section is 80 minutes, and navigation between the sections is allowed. Okay, so you can, if you want to start with verbal ability and then go to quantitative aptitude and then to divergent and convergent thinking, you can navigate within the sections in these 80 minutes. Now, what is a psychometric test? So these are the types of questions that are asked in psychometric test. So things like, I welcome feedback on my performance from others. So you strongly disagree, neither you do you agree or disagree, agree or strongly agree. Now, in these type of questions, they are trying to gauge your personality. They are trying to gauge your emotional quotient. Okay. I find it easy to get my own point of view across to the others. Okay, so whether you find it easy to give your own point of view, so you write agree, disagree, strongly disagree, whatever you feel is best suitable for you. I love hearing people talk about themselves. I adapt easily to changes, and these are here they are checking what kind of person you are. Then this is type 1. The other type of question is true, false, or cannot say. Societies do not fight against racial discrimination, may suffer in future. So what is your opinion about it? Whether it is true, whether it is false, or you don't have any opinion right now. Something like that is what they are checking. Okay, so this is your psychometric test. How to tackle this section? So this is to check your personality and EQ, as I told you. There is no right or wrong answer. What you feel best is according to your personality or what you think. Mark that option as the answer. You cannot fake in this. So be honest in answering all the questions. One important thing, answer all the questions to get this section evaluated. This is very important because if you, out of 150 questions, you answer only 149 questions, and you might have skipped one of the question, तो इससे ये हो जाएगा कि this section will not be evaluated. So make sure that you answer all 150 questions here. Okay. Obviously, there is no negative marking because there is no right or wrong answer. Correct. Moving forward to the descriptive writing. Now there will be one topic given to you. You will have to write in favor or in support of the topic, write against the topic, and then one more extra question will be provided to you. Total there are 4 questions. 3 of them are based on single topic. So first example is environment is more important than development. So present 3 or 5. So generally 5 arguments are asked, but previous year there were only 3 arguments that were asked in support and also against the topic. So environment is more important than development. So present 3 or 5 arguments in support of this statement. Environment is more important than development. Present 3 or 5 arguments against this statement. Okay. Now that you have given your opinion for and against, there is a third type of question. Read this type of question carefully and prepare for it, or start understanding or start gauging what you can write in such situations. So having given your arguments on both sides of the statement, environment is more important than development, है ना? तो आपने ऊपर दोनों arguments दे दिए कि whether you support, मतलब आपने support में भी दे दिया and against भी दे दिया. Present your own views in about 200 words. Okay, so your own views in about 200 words in respect in response to a request from a leading newspaper editor. Okay, so a leading newspaper editor has asked about your opinion about the given topic. Now, please note that you have to take one viewpoint for your response, that is either for or against. ठीक है, आप दोनों पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से नहीं कर सकते हो, आपको either for में बात करनी होगी या फिर against में. No marks will be given for expressing your views on both the sides of the argument. Okay, so this is the third type. This is a bit difficult. Okay, because if there is a topic given, you can think about 3 arguments or 5 arguments in favor and 3 or 5 arguments against it. But now here you have to post your own views, and it is requested by a leading newspaper editor. So how do you write a newspaper article that all those skills are also tested here? Okay, followed by that, one more question is there. Arrange the following pictures in a sequence to write a story. Indicate the picture sequence and create a story of approximately 300 words in the allocated space. Ensure that all the pictures have been utilized. Now, this question we have taken from sample. All these 4 questions of descriptive writing are taken from sample MICAT paper, which has been released by MICAT themselves. Okay. So these are the 4 pictures. You have to write a story, and it has to be in a certain sequence. Okay. So first you will have to mention the sequence, whether you want B, then A, and then D and C. First you will mention the sequence, and then you write the story accordingly. Okay. And a logical story including all the pictures. So this is a kind of easier section, because here you can write anything and your ideas are checked over there. Okay. Moving forward to divergent and convergent thinking, there are 20 questions of this in this section. The most important one is word association, where, I mean, this type of question you might not have seen. And total there are 5 to 6 questions on word association, and it is also a bit difficult. Then statement assumption, 2-3 questions. Statement conclusion, you can expect 2-3 questions. Verbal analogies, 2-3 questions. Logical reasoning, so some single line or 2 lines puzzles will be asked. Logical data sufficiency and visual reasoning. Now, visual reasoning is not the visual reasoning of our MBA CET. Here, it is a bit different. They might ask you, there's a broken plate, and then which part will be needed to complete that plate, something like that, or mirror image, water image, all those kind of things will be asked to you. The other, this part is quite easy. This is the toughest one. Okay, now we have given you the example of what is this word association. So this problem consists of 4 clues against the set of 4 and against the set of 4 clues, 5 alternatives are given. Okay, so these are the 4 clues, and here they have given 5 alternatives. These alternatives are associated with either one or more than one clues in some manner. Amongst all these 5 alternatives, there is only one alternative that is associated with all the 4 clues. Okay, so out of these 5 options, there is only one option which is associated with all the 4 clues. And there is only one alternative that is associated with all the 4 clues in some manner, and that particular alternative is your answer. Okay, so you have to make sure कि वो एक आप identify करो. Now this is the toughest part, है ना. अभी आप कार्ट देखोगे तो कार्ट आप किसी के साथ भी रिलेट कर सकते हो. साइडर विल गो विथ एप्पल, है ना, बिकॉज एप्पल साइडर वी हैव हर्ड. Then I can be related to round, or orange can be related to juice, something like that. ठीक है, but then we have to connect them to a single word. So the example here which I am giving you, I already know the solution for it, and that is why you might find it easy. But then these 5-6 questions which you will get are a bit difficult. So cart can be related to apple, cart of an apple. Then as I told you, apple cider vinegar we have eye and apple. So eye of apple of my eye, that is a phrase. Okay, so that is how eye and apple are connected. Orange and apple are fruits, and that is how they are connected. So apple is associated with all the 4 question clues, and that is why apple is the answer. Okay, so these type of questions you will get. These 5-6 questions. Try. It may be difficult to get all the questions correct here, but try कर सकते हो आप. ठीक है, थोड़ा difficult है this particular type. Okay. Moving forward to verbal ability. Verbal ability is also normal. Parajumbles, 2-3 questions. RCs, you have 10 questions, having 2-3 paragraphs. Then fill in the blanks, sentence correction, and vocab-based questions. Now, one important thing about RCs is that the questions of RCs are inference-based questions. Okay, so like in CAT exam, what we have that inference-based questions are asked, and no direct data is given in the passage. Okay, so these are also inference based questions, and some of the questions may have 8 options, है ना. कभी कभी हमारे 4 options में हवा टाइट हो जाती है. यहाँ पे you may have 8 options for one particular question, so that is something tricky over here. Okay, then quantitative aptitude, arithmetic, geometry, numbers, modern maths, and one set of DI that was asked in last year's MICAT exam. No mention about algebra in last year's paper, so we don't know कि algebra आता है कि नहीं आता है. But then quantitative aptitude is considered to be moderately difficult. It is not as difficult as CAT exam and not as easy as CMAT exam. It is moderately difficult. Okay. If you have prepared for CAT exam, you will find this comparatively easy, this section. And then you have general awareness, static GK. So you have 10 questions on that. So static GK includes history, geography, and then you have science, physics, and chemistry based questions, all those. And current affairs, though on these 10 questions are asked. So the question type may be of match the following pattern or true or false type of question. So a statement is given and you have to answer whether it is true or false, or match the following between the states and their capitals, or states and the rivers that flow through those states. All those kind of things can be asked. So this is about general awareness. I hope all the information is provided to you. Now the most important part, paper pattern we have understood. What is the good attempt and what is the cutoff? Now, as MICAT, they have been quite secretive कि कितना cutoff रहता है उनका, and they call the students based, मतलब उनका score card भी होता है informative नहीं रहता है, and then they give the calls on the basis of the MICAT test obviously, but क्या cutoff रहता है, that is they are quite secretive about it. They don't even mention the CAT cutoff or ZAT cutoff which they consider. Okay, so according to us, 50% attempt, that is out of 80 questions of this. Let us go to this. Okay, out of these 80 questions, if you answer around 40 questions with good 90% accuracy, that is around 35 marks, if you score, you can get a call from MICAT, provided you also clear psychometric test and descriptive writing. Okay, but then this is what is expected. अगर आप सिर्फ सेक्शन सी का कट ऑफ देखते हो तो एक अराउंड 35-36 marks you can expect the cut off. For that 40-42 is a good attempt. and you'll also pass the psychometric test. I mean, you need to have that kind of personality or emotional quotient जो वो देख रहे हैं, and also the descriptive writing should be good enough to get you the call. Okay, so this is what is there from the MICAT exam. Any other query or if anything we have not covered, you can connect with us on the 3 social media platforms that we are available on, or visit our website tarkashastra.co.in, or send a WhatsApp message on any one of these two, on this number. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.